Welcome to CITAM ChurchOnline. Today we're talking about the title of the video, The Thief of Joy. Words attributed to Theodore Roosevelt, former president of the US of A. He said, comparison is the thief of joy. And there he lets the cat out of the bag. He tells us that which many times steals our joy. As human beings, one of the things that hinders us from being let me say, interchange the words happiness and joy. One of the things that really hinders us from that is this thing called comparison. And there's a psychologist called Dr. Henry Cloud who says that many times as human beings, we term success as that which we do not have. And basically, what he was aiming at there is to say, we look at what somebody else has, and we look at what we do not have that they have, and we term that as success. And that, my friends, it's a thief of joy. It's a joy robber. It'll wreck your soul. It will wreak havoc into your soul. It will rob your soul. It will do violence to your soul. Why? Because you'll constantly be looking over the other side of the fence, where they say that the grass is reputably greener. And the Bible tells us in the Old Testament of one of the commandments, actually the last commandment. It's recorded for us in Exodus chapter 20, verse 17. And I do not hear much confession in the church concerning this sin. It's a sin of covetousness. Let's read together. It says, "You shall not covet your neighbor's house, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male or female servant, his ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor." It sounds like it's really basic. And it sounds like, oh, that's Old Testament. That's 3,000 years ago. That is locked in another realm of time, in the land far gone. But friends, the reality is that this very commandment is applicable even today. Jesus amplifies it in the New Testament, and he talks about life does not consist in the abundance of possessions. And he says that you and I are to guard our hearts. And so I wonder, as you're watching this, has there been a robber visiting your soul lately? Has there been a thief that has invaded your heart recently? Is there a joy that is being stolen away from you because you've fallen into the comparison trap? Are you missing out on much needed joy because for you, success is that which you do not have? It could be these things talked about in Exodus. You look at your neighbor's house, it's bigger, it's in a better neighborhood, it's more accessible. It could be neighbor's wife. You actually look at somebody else's spouse and you look at their relationship. And nowadays we say relationship goals. But sometimes beneath the relationship goals, there's a hint of coveting. There's a hint of envy. There's a hint of, I want that, and I'm not content with what I have. Then he goes on to say, his male or female servant, people who are in positions of employment, can I, somebody else's employees. Somebody else's, it could even be, you look at someone else's help, the house managers, and you like the way that they do their work, and you are not content with the one that you have. It could be his ox in our day and age, the car, a four-wheel drive, and so forth. And I could press on and nuance further. But all I'm trying to say is, friends, this thing called comparison, it is a thief of joy. And I want to challenge you, knowing my own heart, knowing that this is not something I can talk about in the past as, oh, I've been there, done that, I've entirely overcome. It's something that I have to keep on many times confessing in prayer. Father, forgive me. Forgive me for not being content. Forgive me for coveting. Forgive me for thinking that the grass on the other side is entirely greener. And what I fail to acknowledge is that it's greener because the water bill is also higher. And there are many other things that at that moment of coveting, we do not factor in. So today, I'm here to ask you to kick that robber out. to actually put the necessary barricades in your heart, to guard your heart, so that that thief, that robber will not have access. And how do you do that? I'll tell you about it in our next video. Thanks for watching CITAM Church Online. God bless you.